Okay, so yeah, it should be live now, hopefully. So yeah, we're gonna be doing dailies slash weeklies of hold on. Why is that being weird, I wonder? Okay, yeah. We got a weird notification thing. Yeah, we're gonna do Zinless first and then like work our way through everything. Ended on a chaos zero nightmare. But yeah, I wasn't able to stream yesterday because I needed to get some stuff done and get a recording done for uploading today, and I need to do the same thing today. At some point, my last few YouTube shorts have had really weird quality issues as well, so I need to see what I can do to fix that. I did already log into everything today and do the monthly reset polls. So, I didn't get anything out of them that are interesting or like super noteworthy or anything, so didn't really miss anything. But I did get closer to potentially getting dial-in, I guess. And some other things. Here, I guess we can go check how while we're here. This is technically the optimal way to do dailies. Yadhari's in the video store. Wants me to promote stuff for her. I mean, she wants to promote for me, I guess, but... And I've already passed 6th Street now. But yeah, I wanted to do the Genshin story quest thing before the reset, but I just don't have enough time. I'm trying to work things out where hopefully I should be able to have a lot more time to stream soon. Either this week or next week. And I also should have time to work on the video that I've been trying to make for Star Realm stuff for a while now. So should be able to get in a lot of work on that this week, hopefully, and get that out. Kind of a longer form analysis style video, kind of like the thing I did for the Nova Flare. Anyway, I still need to build Yadhari, kind of. And by kind of, I mean I can technically get another skill enhance, which I think... Yeah, I think it would be here. EX Special. I think the EX Special is what I should have upgraded, because I believe that's where the Ice Brush is, right? Or the Surging Cold, Mission Pursuit. Yeah. Which is where Yadhari's main damage is. I'm slowly figuring out this character. Yadhari has a really interesting kit. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be one of those characters that are really relevant in niche scenarios, kind of like Dot in Star Rail, although Dot's kind of more prominent now and is actually being fleshed out into an archetype. But again, I mean, it was in the past, but then they just didn't release a Dot character for like a year. I feel like Yadhari will be the same way where eventually they'll come out with like Yadhari supports and stuff, but the ones in the game now are fine as well, but the issue with her compared to other characters that have that thing is that she's a DPS, so you don't really want a DPS that you have to wait for future characters to unlock their full potential, which I guess that's kind of how 3Z does the DPS in general, so it's whatever.
It's
But that's how each one was. Had to wait on her premium team, now that's out. Had to wait on the Miyabi premium team, now that's out, kind of. Although some people say that Miyabi doesn't actually have a premium team, even though like this team is really good. Yeah, Yatari uses like Lucia and Lycaon, which is pretty good. I just don't really like playing Lycaon. I don't like unfilled stunners. I always talk about it every time that it's brought up, but I'd rather just have the stunners stay off-field and focus on doing what I want to get done. You know, I'll hold that in case it rolls crit damage. I have been holding my pieces like that. A lot of the time I would just transfer them away if they don't have the good subsets. But I mean, I guess 2 subsets is my general rule of thumb, actually. It depends on what I need and how much investment I already have in the character that I'm trying to get upgrades for. Also, it turns out that Yadhari actually does use this set a lot better than I thought, because the Glacial Crush thing is actually an EX special, or it counts as it for the set, so I was wrong when I said that it might be better to run. I mean, it still might not be the worst idea to run 2-piece crit rate, but you do lose out on 10% sheer damage, which is kind of a hard thing to get. Especially if you don't have Yatari's signature, which I don't. Although her signature is not a significant upgrade over the Minato signature. I guess I can go see Yatari. Then I'll do the weekly thing. Actually, I'm just gonna skip this. I can just watch it on my own at some point. That's usually what I do with the character things in game, is I will just advance them and then just watch it all. Was Dialin in Lost Void? Oh, I do have Dialin. And Banyu? Yeah, I believe that... Here's my Lycaon. I think this team is still stronger than running Dialin, but I'm not entirely sure on that. Well, we'll run Dialin. Left is faster. I normally just go on whatever path's the fastest for getting everything done. Let me build up a little bit of EX. I actually held the basic attack there and ulted her. I can't even get off this spot. Island one-shots him with the held basic. Max HP is good. That's fine.
Easy peasy, right?
Where did my ult just go? Although this enemy's kind of annoying. Trying to get off the combo. I guess that doesn't work with Yadharu. Thought it did. I know the way that she ults is strange, but I still figured that would work. Maybe it has to be like this version of it. No, even that doesn't do it. See, that's where the big damage is. It's still fine running Dial-In in this game. It's probably not as good as Fufu. Left, right, left. Never seen one of two paths like this, or at least not in a while. Finally, an ultimate Razonia. So this isn't the free ult, right? Actually, maybe it is. Was I just doing that wrong? Or I guess. Another. Then flawless is pretty good. Honestly, I need to refresh. I can't pick up the star. I feel like it doesn't really do that much, though. Well, that works. Luckily, it's just a one-phase boss this time around as well. Anything new? Always try to grab new things. Right path is super fast. I always forget that you can just select up there. So I swapped early. I think that was enough for an S rank. I didn't see. Damage dealt from attribute normally. Thought that would be more days. Deal more, take more. I feel like increasing days on EX special is pretty good for Thailand. So her thing is EX special, basic, basic, EX special, basic, basic, EX special. I thought that was enough to get her passive thing, but I guess that's not how it works. Or maybe just the trial one. I always forget that this one's on that side. I was like, did not do the combo correctly at all there. Anyway, Yatori's gonna do like 0 damage to this thing. Luckily I'm on the lower difficulty, so it's at least gonna be a little bit faster. My Yatori. Oh wait, I forgot it. Forgot that key just swaps you like that. I don't think ults keep put on us, right? Would be kind of funny. Also, I don't know if... No, the Thailand ult has to be rocking on. What are you, right? Oh. See, it might have been that item that was doing it the whole time and I thought it was something else. Oh yeah, you have to be charging for that to work like that. I'm just realizing now I have the music on this whole time for this. Oh well, that's fine. It's already over. I will not have both music on for the next games. I think I just have to turn them off. So I think Genshin music's already off. But then I need to remember to turn on the start round music for when I record the video later. Please get one pull out of this. Oh, I did get 2 Bangbu S-rings from 110 pool. One was at like 15 away from pity though, so. Improving the Mercury a little bit. I play Orphe and Seed. Yeah, all the entries are all like the DPS characters that have come out recently have been really interesting. You have like Yatari with the charging basic attacks and going for Glacial Crush and getting parries, having like damage reduction built into her kit. It's interesting the way that she does her ult, everything, and then you have like Seed and Orphe's parody and everything. So yeah, some interesting designed DPS characters. I still need to do these events, and also these, which, I mean, technically doing these would give me another pull, but I'll save it for another time. Because there's still more dailies and weeklies to do, so I'm gonna go swap over to Star Rail. So yeah, the weeklies this time is Divergent Universe, which I kind of want to do a video on Divergent Universe. That's what I'm planning on recording, is doing a clear of that, because I haven't done one in forever. Like, not, or on like a super hard difficulty. Not really since the mode's come out and everything. Actually, what's her grandma? But yeah, I did get Cypher off of the banners recently, not today though, not the monthly reset things. I didn't really get anything out of those either. I wanted to save these for the boss fights, because I need to do them. As much as I want to use Cypher, and I think she would be able to clear it fast, this seems to clear it way faster, so I will just use them. I do have to use all 3 attempts on this, so. Which, I mean, I wasn't really gonna be able to use them in anything else for them. Oh yeah, I need to start with the music. Okay. Just that way it doesn't conflict with the background music I have on. So yeah, this boss is kind of designed to be beaten by casters pretty quickly. Although Finon's also not too bad into it. Not as big of a caster-show boss as something like Pollux, but not bad. Bullets always make that noise whenever it explodes. I'm trying to think. There might be another store that I can get things out of that reset. The, like, in-game content store that you get for clearing memory of chaos and all that. With the feathers. But yeah, if I'm able to start streaming longer, I might sit down and actually do the 10-hour... It's probably gonna be like 12-hour stream of me spamming the Goliath wheelchair to get a 10-game win streak in World 3 Air. I do kind of want to do that. I don't really like eating on stream or anything, so. But I guess the way I could go about it is maybe having like a break in the middle And yeah, I don't know what I would fill it with either, is the thing. So it's not like on Twitch you could just watch like YouTube or something. But on YouTube you can't really watch copyrighted stuff to fill time like that. Or like potentially copyrighted, I guess. I would be watching other YouTube videos related to Star Rail stuff. Just, you know, pass the time. Yeah, this is the only real farming you have to do in Star Rail, kind of. This and whenever you convert the Trailblaze power into things that you use to farm planar spheres. You have to farm those, but anything else you spend Trailblaze power on, you can just use those tickets and farm it. So that's what I'm gonna be doing with the rest of the Trailblaze power that I have.
Good night. Have some fun. May death protect us.
Yeah, I guess bullets has always been that way. I just never noticed until then. Or no, it didn't do it there. Maybe it's just this boss. Whenever it dies. Okay, I actually do want to see the beast do that. Or Bubsor. Oh. I guess one for the character, one for the memo sprites. Why? Sardine has two. And Handsome as well. I'm guessing that Evernight and Casters also have two, but you can't see it because they have other bots as well. Or no, because Casters doesn't have a memo sprite out right now. Need the stats.
Embrace a new life. May death protect us.
Slime Radiant Tar of Despair.
Good night.
This isn't one of the bosses that you can fight in Currency Wars here. If you like, Ventilia is not a boss that you can fight. You can't fight, Shadow Facial.
Embrace a new life.
I think you can fight Yongqing, but I haven't fought him in forever. Yeah, you can, because I remember one of the clips that I made was of a Yongqing fight.
Have some fun.
You can fight regular Picolia, but you can't fight Picolia with the Stellaron.
Embrace a new life.
Yeah, you can see how fast the Cyrene ult charges. Honestly, I might save Star Rail weeklies for...
Shine for the hero. Memories waiting to be woken up by a shooting
Do I have time for Star Rail weeklies? And by Star Rail weeklies, I mean just doing Divergent Universe, but... I could technically save that and just do it on my own, because it's not too hard to just do it on my phone with Star Rail, because it has autoplay. That's what I do most of the time with Divergent Universe. And the run in Divergent Universe is shorter on the weekly reset thing anyway, or every other week now. See, I guess that sound again. I guess it's just this. Oh, this has a different decimator. And, 800 Twilight. 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 800 Iron Chase and E-Burners. Oh, there's another buff. That's what it is. Increases max HP.
Embrace a new life.
I mean, technically that buff's fine on it. Definitely buff its damage. So yeah, because it's more kind of shield toward casters in a way. It's not like getting HP from the Hyacinth thing would be a bad thing for
Don't blink. Cleanse hatred with love. Treat our guests nicely. Embrace a new life.
I don't know if my Cyrene outdamaged my... Well, I guess that was without the enhanced EV. I need to get... I think speed for Jingliu on the boots, because I need my Jingliu to be faster than my Sunday by at least 1 speed. But I also need Sunday to actually have decent speed, so... normally the way that I go about that. Yeah, see, these only use 1 ticket every time. So, pretty sure I never have to farm a Calyx again. And you get them from doing the Currency Wars resets, which give you 50, or actually give you 100. So, yeah, I'm honestly not sure when the next time I'd have to farm. Because you get 100 every 2 weeks. So. It's not like I have to farm Calyxes outside of characters whenever I pull them. Go ahead and grab that. So now I have all the speed that I can get from those things. What's the recommendation? Ultimate? I just don't have enough. See, I'm only at 160 speed. I need to get to, or I need to get to 170, so that way I can get the full trace value, 50%, and then I need more crit rate as well, because it should be really easy to get 100% crit rate with an additional 50 like that. I don't know why I wasn't able to see it there for a second. Yeah, let me at least go here so that way I can get the red dot off the screen. I mean, I don't know, what's buff this time? Yeah, I feel like that would not be that interesting. No pulls, and then... I was gonna check this store here. I know it's got a week before it resets. When does the other store reset? Yeah, that's it. Maybe next patch or something? Yeah, I already got everything out of there. I guess I could get these, technically. You can also just grab some of the other material. I've done that before, where I grabbed the other materials that I didn't need just to convert them into the ones that I did. That's why I don't have very many of that currency. Because you can just take any material you already have and convert it into another one. Yeah, go ahead and convert everything to this stuff. All the characters I want to have built are built. And then you can just convert everything else. Okay, so there's all the stat increases. Yeah, where can I get speed? So we have speed here's fine. I could probably get one that has 6 speed, but my rolls on these haven't been great. Speed means that this doesn't have speed, so that would be 1. This does have speed, it's 4. Okay, so yeah, it shouldn't be too hard to get him more speed. On Cyrene. I mean, not on Cyrene, on Cypher. And then I was thinking, like, it should be a lot easier to get the speed that I need for Cypher than it will be with Cyrene. Because my Cyrene already has really high speed substats on anything that can have speed. But I could probably... I mean, if everything was at 8, so before... So, 6... Yeah, that would be 12. So yeah, that wouldn't even be enough to reach 200 speed. Like, reaching 200 speed on Cyrene's kind of a lot. I mean, I don't know, maybe... No, because it has to be 200 speed out of combat, I believe. Like, this could technically be an upgrade. That's why I saved it, but it probably won't roll speed. Yeah, I farmed this a lot. And then I also used the event that let you craft the relics on Cyrene to try to craft good sets. Yeah, that's Relic Recon. I mean, you have to have like 200 speed, probably 45% crit rate would be a bit more ideal than 41%. I mean, 50%'s optimal, but yeah, you also want crit damage, you want HP percent. I mean, that's kind of the thing about it. She needs like every single stat to be a lot for her to work well. I mean, at 185, she's still doing fine in this team, but I think getting her to 200 would be good. That's probably what I'm going to spend all of my Trailblaze power on for the rest of my life, though. Outside of building characters whenever they release and stuff, like with the Cypher, even though she's not technically newly released, but I have her newly acquired. I'll get her to 170 speed with maybe some improved other substats as well, and then go back to be permanently stuck in the mines for Cyrene. Because you can get like 10 speed. I think you can get up to 12 or maybe even 14 speed on relics with good rolls, but I believe 10's the highest I've ever gotten on something. Let's see. I guess I can probably sort. Sort by speed. Yeah, there's 9 speed. 9. Okay, yeah, I haven't even gotten a 10 speed. But I've seen people have 10. And I think I've seen like 12 online, but yeah. You probably would need like 2 of those for a 200 speed Cyrene. I'm not entirely sure. Unless you just go for like 2-piece speed. Or even 4-piece speed with 2 different 2-piece speeds, but yeah, I know that people do this option as well. Just because it's pretty difficult to get the speed thresholds. I even crafted Or I don't think I crafted, but I do think I rerolled this one. Yeah, it all went into the HP. It's a 4-lane. You just need a bunch of like 4-line pieces, then just have everything roll into speed. Pretty much some speed, some crit rate, some HP percent. But primarily speed, and then it'll work out, I guess. But yeah, that's everything I want to do in Star Rail for now. I'll just do the Divergent Universe stuff on my own because it's probably one to be the most interesting thing. But I still got Genshin and Chaos Zero Nightmare to do. Although with Genshin, I don't really do weeklies in that, or in this game. I kind of just do dailies. Okay, I do need to install that. I'm not really planning on getting Durin. I think I'm probably just going to wait for Columbina to release. Columbina or Llama reruns. Kind of the only thing I really want out of Notcray at this point. Maybe Alice or Varka, but it would depend on what they do and everything. I can switch choice now. Last time I did Neela for C1, which, yeah, I lost my last 50-50 today, so I do have guarantee on my next 50-50 though. I lost it kind of early on the banner. Oh wait, Immortal Theater reset, or Imaginary Theater reset, so I guess I can go do that as well. Although I'm not going to be able to clear it. I guess Hu Tao's probably the next most valuable option. Apparently it's like a year before I can do another Nilou constellation, so yeah, it'll be a while. But this is the Nefer team that I run because I don't have Lava. I also don't have Nefer's signature. Also, I didn't do the boss fights last week. Oh yeah, I forgot that I do those normally, I guess, for weekly stuff. Because I didn't really feel like fighting this boss yesterday, but I'll fight it today. Thing is, this boss is kind of annoying for me, because I don't have a good freeze option at all. Like, Sit Lolly is my highest damaging cryo character, so I guess I can just run this. This should at least be able to clear it fast. I don't know if this is my strongest team, but it is the most expensive team that I have, so.
Time to shine. Preparing for dust up.
Be sanctified. Silence.
I mean, maybe this thing has some form of Hydro weakness. Yeah, I have C2s for Lonin, C2 for Rina, and then the other ones are C0. Although I have Enefa and Rina's signature as well, so that's why Team is kind of my most expensive one. I guess if I ran Malvika over Nuvalet, I could get one more thing because I have Malvika's C1. Or Nirvani's.
Annihilation mode.
Bow your head. My power is immense.
One blast is quite enough. Hear the echoes of the valley.
I did finally get C6 Rosarius. I guess I could technically build her for bio damage. I kind of have her built for physical,
To slay
even though
our foes
physical.
with one almighty
Kind
This
of a
calls for some pomp and ceremony.
Ultimatum protocol. Defensive mode.
Annihilation is nigh!
Yeah, let's take out Snap off.
Cognition module. Shutting down.
This is all getting rather dreary.
Allow me, my darling.
Let lightning echo in song.
Our performance has yet to conclude.
Might be humble. Bow your head. I dance for you, my dear.
Oh, that's nice.
The final act is upon us.
Settle down.
I keep thinking those, that these are gone, but they're not. Okay, I did get a rook out of it though, so that's not bad. Need rook or queen for Blends or Nefer, but okay, that one's done. Is there anyone else that I really want to farm for? I guess I could kind of pre-farm Nilu stuff, because I still haven't even leveled up my Nilu. I've been just farming, like, Mora for the past week, because I was too lazy to farm other— or no, because it was a double thing, so I would farm some Nefer stuff. I probably should have farmed for Nilu. So,
Strike dead. Preparing for dust-up. Letting brave names echo.
Bow your head.
Absurd.
The time beckons. Silence.
Strike dead. Euthymia crumbles before.
it is nice to fight this boss, because this one's at least really fast. I did get a drop. I think this one's used for Sino. I guess I could get C1 Sino as well over C1 Hutao. Doesn't really matter. I don't really use either one outside of Imaginary Theater that much. And then... yeah, I guess I'll go fight the Narwhal. My Flynn team can kill the Narwhal before it goes into the second phase. I think I need to swap to them now, though. Yeah, Flynn's and Anepa in this team are C0, R1, and then C2 Shalom. I just run this version of the team because in the overworld, I like having a healer, and this kind of what I use in overworld stuff. In any of the in-game stuff, you can just use Sucrose over Shalom.
Beware the creatures of the night. Observe. Close your eyes.
Thought I could find it all.
Ultimatum protocol.
Yeah, bad thing about this fight is that it's gonna be jumping around the whole time.
Observe. Be silent.
Defensive mode.
Yeah, I messed up on being able to kill this thing before it enters the next phase for sure. As well. But that's fine. If I was ever able to get it to sit still, so that way I could hit it with Ino and then swap to Flynn's and ult, I would have been able to kill it before it does this, but it's fine. It's just gonna drag out the fight. Necessarily. And why I don't think fighting Narwhal.
Hear the echoes of the valley.
The long sleep beckons. Observe. Close your eyes.
Preparing ready for dust up. Cleanup sequence initiated.
Also, I know without a fab weapon, I guess it's kind of an issue with this game, but I have Shalona on a fab weapon.
Bring it! Let the mountains veins foot!
Ultimatum protocol.
The night cometh.
I mean, it's very bad, but might as well finish. Okay, there's all those done, and then I can spend the rest, I guess, on trying to level up Nilu. Nilu and Sino are two characters that I've had forever that I just haven't leveled up. Although, I guess not really forever, since I got Nilu during the last rerun, and Sino during, I think, the rerun before this last. So I've had him for a while. I don't really use either. Oh, I actually did level up Sino, I forgot about that. I don't really use either one. Or have a good way of using either one at the moment either. The thing is, you have to fight Aeon Blight, and then I also need to get all these flowers, and I don't even think there's 60 flowers in the world. I'd have to visit someone else or wait. This cave is... yeah, down here. Luckily, this is one of the... oh no, wait, it's not down here. It is right over here. I keep thinking this is like the other one in the deserts. Yeah, back in the day whenever Genshin didn't just put the teleporter right next to the bosses. All this stuff back in Sumeru. Not that long ago, just like 2 years. I started playing Genshin at like the end of Sumeru. It was like 3.8 or something.
Installation chamber deployed.
I don't think I'm gonna... oh wait. Maybe?
Annihilation mode.
Just want to see if I can double for that.
Be silent.
So I'm at 13, I need 20 to the level, so I would have to get one more. So I'm gonna have to visit this cave again in the future. If they both drop 4.
Bring it! Let it brave names echo! Cleanup sequence
That
initiated.
wouldn't have been enough.
Beware the creatures of the night.
Maybe this is good. Okay, never mind.
Ultimatum
That did a
protocol.
lot less than I thought.
Observe.
Needed to Nappa ult first, or Ino ult, I guess maybe was the issue. I didn't really have any Hydro on it. Luckily, Genshin weeklies are fast. Kind of, it's just if I feel like fighting the bosses. I'm so used to just having to craft condensed resin that I walk to the crafting station
Thank you for
as
completing.
well.
Add Astro.
Okay, so that's all done, and now let's run a teapot. I kind of wish there was a Catherine in the teapot. Oh, I didn't realize this was full. It's only been full for a little bit of time, though, really. Because I have been not doing too bad on staying on top of it. I don't need to do any of those. I've already maxed out the battle pass. Do need to grab this. I think I might have 3 of these. No, I have 2. Hopefully I spent the one that was gonna expire. I'm not sure if I did. Deluxe over here. Max friendship rank on Diluc, and I've used him in combat maybe twice. Speaking of characters I've used in combat maybe twice, Chiori. She has to be over at the house area. Apparently this area doesn't have like as much load value as putting Chiori would over here or something. I don't really know why, but you have to have one character over there. And then there are a few people inside the house, but none of them have max friendship yet. It looks kind of cool. Notices. Oh, are the new buffs coming out for everybody in next patch? Binti run. Yeah, this one. Choose one from official, sucrose, or razor. Okay, wait, that's not the buff thing. Thought it was something like this. Malastra. I literally went in there the first day that it came out and then like made a custom character a little bit and then saw that you couldn't do anything without spending outside of just playing the games, and there weren't any games that looked too interesting, so I haven't been back since. Maybe I will visit it in like a few months and there will be stuff to do. Yeah, where are the little...
He who wishes to peer into the abyss needs simply to wander through Nodcry on a misty night.
Yeah, I didn't really do anything with
The
them.
march of the wild hunt will be sure to drag him into
Okay,
the darkness.
Is there anything else that I need to get done in Genshin? I can level this up. Guess see how much more I have just from... I just go every day and just convert my resin into condensed resin, just go for more. Aesthetically, still not enough for me to never run out, so... I do run out pretty regularly. Okay, last game, Chaos Zero Nightmare. I saved this one for last, even though the energy is probably full, just because this game messes up my PC whenever I open it in full screen. If I open it in full screen, it will cause my PC to darken for the remainder of the time it's on. I have to fully restart my PC to fix it.
カオスゼロナイトメア
Cassius jump scare. Apparently there's a CZN livestream tomorrow, but I'll probably just read the summary. Somebody will post eventually. Yep, the energy is full. I should have checked it earlier today. I kind of wish this game, because the autoplay is not great, I wish that this game had the reverse 1999 system where if you clear like a daily grind thing once, you can autoplay using a replay of that clear. If they still wanted to, you know, make you actually have to clear other than just improving the autoplay AI thing, but I mean 2 days reduced is kind of bad, but I do need both of these things. Well, one a bit more than the other. slice of cake. I think I can get economic activity up in 21 days. I have a lot of gifts. Getting closer to max rank. Alright, I just want to see what happens if we get to max rank, which I think it's just probably an achievement. But yeah, I've been trying to get Haru's up and just kind of focusing on her. Haru's and then Renoa's. And then I'll do Yuki if she's around. And then either Maylin or Kairon or just whoever I see first get Kairon. Well, actually I'll just claim this on Kairon. I might be close to the next Ray. Never mind. We'll do Kairon then. I need to start doing some of the other characters stuff so that way I get more of the excursions. Because whenever you go on excursions with everyone, at a certain point you'll eventually get some of the premium currency and stuff. So I'm gonna try to do that. Administrative district. Ooh, this would be big actually, because might either get school sometimes. Just today and yesterday, and I also think the day before in school. Technically it's better also to go for the other coffee option than the one that I chose. It's just my energy's already full. It's gonna be a minute to drain it. I just want to see where this new area is. But I think it's here. Somewhere. I want to do some more pieces for Yuki things. I think I'll just do these. They should have much higher crit rates. This is just discarding, so I will discard all of those. If it was exhaust, it would be different. But... I can play both. I'm surprised that'll crit, but not the related. Oh, well, I guess I don't have increased crit rate. I had increased crit damage. Makes sense, actually. Devil dice and the devil dice into tank. And get morale for a little bit of extra damage. Okay, that one crit, but the second hit does 20% reduced damage with that ability. I kind of wouldn't mind putting those back in the deck.
もう捕まったね
Ooh, that crit. That's fine.
うちに引きちぎってやるうちのバットを引きちぎってやる
I can play this up. This time. Go ahead and grab one of those back.
じっとしててねバット
I mean, Iceberg Cleave, I was gonna say, it just plays a little bit into the triple one.
うちのバット
And the damage is pretty good,
うちに肩慣らしといこっかなうちのバットうちに
especially for the cost. West Makat value here. Put the card back and then draw it. And because you draw it, you activate the inspiration. And then if this crits,
バットこんなの楽勝に決まってるっしょもっと褒めてくれた
just need to do it 3 more times. I don't really like Rapid Slash. It's not too bad for what it does. It's there to have an option for if you get, or if you need something for like single target stuff like this, which
じっとしててね
these also work in single target, even though they're AoE just because they can deal a lot of damage anyway, and these enemies are weaker than most of the other end game enemies. But
裏顔もう一度振ってみようか派手に行こうか
maybe I can draw.
うちのバットうちにまうちじっとして
It's fine playing that as that one card that I played before the Iceberg Cleave. If you get inspiration on it, it becomes free. But whenever cards lose value, the way that the relic sets work in this game, or like the memory fragments is what they're called,
うちに
the stuff that you farm for to get like substats and all that stuff. The one I have on Yuki makes it where she deals extra crit damage for 1 cost cards, so if a card goes from being a 1 cost to a 0 cost, even though that is a good thing to be able to play out for free, I would technically lose on the value of the relic set.
ちゃんと見てなさい
Which I kind of do like that, but I don't know. It makes it weird for certain characters like Aaron. Although I guess you can just run the Void set on him.
うちに引きちぎってやるバット
But there's one I have on Haru that increases crit rate for 2 cost cards that
体が湧いてきますね
can kind of mess up from it.
バット
And so if you have high enough crit rate anyway, then... Or I guess not crit rate, but if you have high enough crit damage, then getting the extra crit damage might not be as important.
うちに引きちぎってやるうちじっとしててね
派手にもう一度振ってみようかもう一度振ってみようか
肩慣らしといこっかなはーい一味違いますよ
裏顔もう一度振ってみよう
うちに守ってバットうちのバットバットじっとしててねバット
West Makat, it's not going to be able to give me the free card again, so...
呼びました全てを飲み込む暗闇こんなの楽勝に決まってるっしょもっと褒めて
I technically do need more units. The way that you farm units efficiently in this game is by doing memory fragment runs, although I do think this one probably the efficient run. Or one to run, because you get passion damage, which is good for like Milan. If you have her.
ウルフ正体作戦開始。あふれ出せ。強くな。準備で力になってみせます。
I'll take that. And then you also get the extra crit damage, so... There's not a two-piece crit rate in this game.
全力を注ぎ込む。本下充電完了だ。進捗広がれ。
Just do that. Still waiting on Anchor Shot to show up. There it is. Yeah, technically by doing this, I changed the cost of Anchor Shot to 3, so now my hard memory fragments don't work on it. But it's still crit anyway. Haru's memory fragments just increase her crit rate, so...
私がですか。ありがとうございます。館長のおかげです。ウル
not
フ正
expecting
体
the change.
作戦開始。頑張りましょう。溢れ出せ。いつでも OK です。皆さん、推し全力を注ぎ込む。
I probably needed to retain this last time.
さあ、充電完了だ。確認しましょうか。広がれ。いつでも守ります。よいしょっと。本館が助けようぞ。好きだらけだな。さあ、もう今だ。館長、行きましょう。高速違反ですよ。見たまえ。これが本
Use the ego skill here for some damage. But crit as well. Speaking of damage.
いつでも守ってあげますね。力をためてためて。行きます。行きましょう。高速違反ですよ。守ってあげます。修理できました。元気が出ましたか。いつでも OK 全力で頑張ります。行きましょうか。高速違反ですよ。
Yeah, even though that card costs 2 to play, I was able to play it with 1 because I have extra copies of Haru.
ものでも食べに行きましょ
I didn't even see what the other ones gave. This one's not bad. Wait, I think slot 5 is... No wait, that's slot 4. It's supposed to be like order damage. I think this one maybe should be crit rate / crit damage. I don't know, but so that could technically be a filler option or something on Malin. Oh, it's only level 70 recommend for the highest difficulty? That's not too bad. Those are all done, so maybe I have a rescue. Oh wait, I did do the monthly reset in this game though. Technically, that's the best thing to get. That lets you craft a custom memory fragments. Trying to get the last Haru animated card and then I can move over to Yuki. If I would have started on Haru instead of starting on Magna because I thought this gave copies of characters, not like you would have to already have a copy of the character, but I thought this gave like constellations or whatever for the characters, but no, it just animates the cards. So I tried to get one for Magna because I thought that she was gonna be a character that I would want to get eventually, but yeah. If I would have had that be Haru, then I would have already gotten a full animated thing for Haru. Nothing there. Kind of how my pulls went earlier today. Although I did get a few A rank or 4-star things. Last one. Yeah, not too eventful there. I did lose my last 50-50 in the banner, so maybe whenever it resets I can get the new character up, which I do have a lot of the characters in this game already. I'm only missing, like, I got all of the 4 stars finally because it took me forever to get a copy of Lucas. I think this is the last card motion I need for, yeah, yes, so that's all done. Giga Chad Cassius. Yeah, I'm missing 4. I'm gonna be getting Veronica off of the selector. I'm pretty sure. Either her or Calibe, but kind of leaning towards her. So now for this. So this was 22 hours. I thought that said 1 day yesterday, but it said 1 day in however many hours. Whenever I checked. I do technically need to do this, but this will take quite a while. I just want to make sure I got everything else done first. Defense, defense, defense. Not great. Neither of those. The next 5 passion cards. Would that actually be better than getting extra crit damage? 20% is a lot, to be fair. Yeah, this is the one that I would need to be passion damage. The thing is, Malin has a lot of 1-cost cards. That's why I feel like going for getting more 1-cost things would be a little bit better. Yeah, you can also have the better version of Lillian now. I do need to level up everyone still. Yeah, this was the character I lost in 50-52. I know a lot of people use Rin as like a damage dealer and stuff, but the way that she works, I believe, is you want to play like as many copies of her cards as possible, so I don't think I have a good team for her. I mean, maybe her plus Rinoa might not be that bad. Yeah, not really sure. Yeah, I think I'll at least do 1 run of Chaos to knock it out of the way. I've been kind of struggling on this difficulty here, but I'm gonna try a run with the harder team and see if that will be able to clear. Let me change because into here's my copy of tickets.
いらっしゃい。
Still not enough for the level. Yeah, Nyx is a character that you can get battle pass, or like a partner, which is basically like a 5-star weapon. Kind of. Probably the best one for general use. I think I will take this. The Epiphany wouldn't be bad. I can get Epiphany, so that's a run goes. I think control would be best for this team, because this team doesn't really have... Well, I guess Cassius is draw. I probably should have run Barrel over Cassius as well, but... Or maybe even Race, that way I'd have a way to deal with the Void enemy, since there will be a lot.
いつでも OK です。高速違反ですよ。見事な攻撃でしたわ。準備できました。いつでもお気をつけて。
裏かこんなのはどうだい？
皆さん、お静かに。
カード
Yeah, with this team, you kind of want to go for less of these enemies and more of the elites. That's what I'm trying to make my way towards. Sorry, it's kind of all about big burst damage for a single target.
元気が出ましたか？準備できてください。皆さん、お静かに。なめないでね。
So I guess this variant of the team, Cassius, probably get less thirsty. Because that would have crit. Did it crit? Kind of got confused by the D's thing, but yeah, it could have been a little bit better. Let me just check something real quick. Just being okay. I just wanted to make sure I clicked unmute correctly. My microphone, I mentioned this like every time. My microphone should have a light, but it does not currently work. And I don't really know why it broke. So, the microphone itself works fine. It just, I can't really check if it's muted or unmuted without having to go back to that menu. Or tab, I guess. See, this sounds good, but it's not really that great. I feel like it's always just go for the basically same thing but stronger version of Anchor Shot where it stacks up every time. This enemy has a really good unique card. The bosses or elite enemies in this game can drop unique cards and stuff. And I think that's one of the better ones. Try to heal up a little bit. Another epiphany like this. One wave's pretty good. Wave will give you AP whenever voice stacks. And you get one right at the start of every turn with that one upgrade.
力になってみせます。次は強力に攻撃が来ます。高速イヤーですよ。
派手に行こう。もう一度振ってみようか。
流れる水は
I think I will go ahead and use the ego skill, so that way I can try to get to
新天気が出ます。
Haru's ego skill. And yeah, that also gave me a little bit of healing for now, so that's not bad.
行きましょうか。お静かに手伝います。
裏か表か驚いたかね。
新天気が出ましたか。
派手にもう一度振ってみようか。
引きます。
Oh, that's unfortunate. I wanted to play next year, but I forgot that I didn't have the ego points for that.
いつでも高速違反ですよ。
If I get any forbidden cards, that will be good. Forbidden cards are just cards that you get from doing this during the event. I believe. I mean, the thing is, this is technically really good, but it's rare use. This one is fine. The Agony's whatever. And then this is pretty bad, so I think I'll take this. Just because the Agony can actually be useful.
行きましょうか。
It's like this enemy's gonna die to Agony now. Which Agony is just like this game's version of like damage over time.
いつでも高速違反ですよ。
Yeah, card epiphany.
なめないでよね。
Definitely need some of those. Okay, another one like this. I feel like getting that as a zero cost. So I run into this thing like every time that I do this. Give that to Haru for now, just because she's the only person on my team that actually does any significant damage, but Kazuya's gonna have that one. I need to do this to get to the elite, but I think this way should be easier. Okay, anchor pointer, it just gives you anchor shot from wherever it is.
いつでも OK です。
Well, that's a bit greedy for me, I guess.
これからお仕置きです。
If this crits, it might kill. Not crits. The thing about my crit rate on my Haru is that getting the extra crit rate on 2-cost cards doesn't give you anything for the ego skill, so...
もう一度振ってみようか。裏か表か。
手伝います。
A bit of damage there.
行きましょうか。お静かにいつでも OK でした。
Okay, I could have played that one first. flashbangs, not bad. So one thing you can do is you can click over here on your characters. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I don't have any epiphanies if I were to do a combat here. But I do get an epiphany if I'm able to get this dice roll, which I did. Okay, card epiphany is fine. I believe that makes it where I have every Haru card available now, which is good because it's my main damage dealer. Okay, and then before I get hit by anything, use RN to get a little bit of extra damage reduce. Top of healing. Yeah, this enemy dies to the agony dot. The enemy dies to getting bombs. So with this enemy, yeah, I'm able to play that because I have an extra copy of Haru, like Eidolon or whatever I call it. Getting this as initiation is really nice. I like it with Haru specifically just because it's really easy to get all of the different combinations in Haru teams. Okay, more epiphanies. Then I'm actually going to remove Inker's Drop. I don't really use that card whenever I draw it. That wouldn't be bad to have on like Barrel. 2 damage reduction. Well, I might as well actually use the remaining refreshes because they reset every time. I do like this. I don't think that's good on Haru. Extra damage. So yeah, with Lift Inker, this increases the cost and damage of Inker shots. And you can, it also has retain, so you can just hold it in your hand like this until you draw an Inker shot. And you can tell you'll draw Inker shot because it will glow yellow. Yeah, now I'm going to be drawing an Inker shot. That crit did a lot, actually. Yeah, because I'm getting that card out for free, kind of, it does lose some damage. From draw, pile, or graveyard move. I mean, it's just like a better version of that, I guess. They both kind of do the same thing, although one also moves it to your hand, so. And then retrieve just makes it where it bounces back after you play it, or discard it in any way. But if you exhaust it, it does not bounce back. I'll just take the minimum credits, even though I could reroll the dice roll. Because it's not like I'm going to be spending on anything else really, but none of those seems particularly useful, and I don't really have the money, but I guess I can. I mean, as a way to generate AP, that's kind of not bad, but... This boss kind of ramps up as you go, but the good thing is that my team also ramps up as it goes, so... Too bad. And then you want to try to use Haru's ego skill whenever you have a lot of buffs, which I think this is maybe not the most buffs I could have at once, but definitely not a bad amount. So yeah, now this has retain. Oh wait, it has retain, not retrieve. I don't know why I thought it said retrieve, but whatever. Having retain still good. If it had retrieve, it would bounce back. Well, with this kind of the same idea either way. Yeah, this ego skill, what it does is it increases the damage of the next card that Haru uses, depending on the cost of everything. So. It honestly doesn't really have the best use in this deck in particular, just because there's a lot of low-cost cards. I guess I kept Full House there. Yeah, this is certainly not a bad. Getting 8. You can get 10. 8's not bad. The thing about the ego skills as well is you can only use them once per fight, so... You want to make sure that you're getting as much value as you can. I don't really want to play this shuffle because I kind of like what shuffle does already, and it will mess up my turn if I play it as well, because it's going to put everything back into the discard and then draw. And then it would, or the change that it would go through would be after, or whatever. Okay, it's got agony now, so should pretty much Just to make sure.
ご苦労様。とても素敵な式でしたわ。
See, I kind of don't mind this version of Shuffle in this deck specifically. I'm actually gonna skip the copy because those were all terrible. I kind of think this is better. Ravage is whenever you get like a toughness break or whatever. Skip that Chaos Loot for now, it doesn't really have anything that I would want. The Void thing's not bad. This is good with Cassius, so it will have value. I want to try to go through as few combat areas as I can now, because the enemies that will spawn in them are a lot more annoying. Okay, I can get power charge here. And a crit. The agony damage is actually kind of putting in work for that card. I didn't think it would. It's kind of just because it's critting. None of these have retain. No retain, no extra AP. Wave is the best option. Although stress wouldn't be bad, because there's going to be a mental breakdown soon. Might as well go for this. I mean, this is technically just a card that any attack agent would want, I feel like. Yeah, might as well reroll. Okay. It's not like I'm going to be spending these on anything else, really. Yeah, not really great options there. Oh, you can get this event in this side. I didn't think you would be able to. Okay, an elite enemy here. This elite's kind of annoying, but luckily it doesn't have that much HP. So. I technically should have picked the Joker first, but I'm kind of worried about this enemy gonna, or it's like gonna try to steal the card. You're going to half HP of your current HP. Okay, actually, yeah, like 1 HP. I mean, surely this is kind of worth. Oh, I forgot I didn't have charge energy. When drawn by an ability. Okay, yes. I wonder if that works with Cassius being the one to draw. I don't think so. As I can see here. did not do anything. So that would have been better on Cassius, kind of, but... I mean, that's kind of not a bad deal. So much VP. This isn't the worst value of this. Oh, and a crit anyway. That'll do it. Yeah, I don't have a status element card or anything, so... I think this is good on Cassius. I do like this setup. It has to be this card, getting extra AP, especially with this team. Now I can leave the tunnel. Then should be having this temple breakdown soon, so... I can just get it out of the way. Gain 2 ego points is really strong, actually. I didn't realize I could do that. Okay, there's the mental breakdown. Why did it look like it was gonna deal my entire HP first? HP. Okay, well, it's unfortunate we're gonna have to draw one more thing there. Oh well, pull itself up anyway. I want to go for the elite because any of these could be the dog enemies, and if I ran into the dog enemies right now, I might just instantly lose the run, so... I think I will take this. Okay, this is fine. Go ahead and try to heal up. I don't really want to play this shuffle. Okay, hopefully that wasn't my ancient shot.
裏顔も助立ちしよう派手にサポートが必要かね裏顔
I guess I only played the wrong card, but that's fine. That actually was ancient shot.
派手にこんなのはどうだい
Okay, this is as much damage as I can make deal for now.
裏顔もう一度振ってみようか
I guess for now, increases your damage.
選んだ力お見せしますわ
Secret AP generation.
お静かにいつでも強くなれいきます高速なんですよ
Because I had that buff at the beginning that gives me AP after drawing, I think it's 3 cards. Being able to discard 3 and then draw 4 off of that with Nyx. Not bad. I think that's better than damage reduction at the start. I mean, I technically do this on Haru. I have 2 ways of doing it on Haru now, actually, so it's not bad. The main thing about this Haru build is that it's kinda not great. Outside of the... Like, I have pretty good cards, it's just the epiphanies on the cards are not super notable. But yeah, this had 2300 HP last time. Maybe I think. Did it eat my gear bag? That's rude.
派手にこんなのはどうだい
行きましょうか高速なんですよ頑張りましょう行きましょうか
I could have drawn there, but I don't think I'd be able to play whatever I drew. Yeah, it would have been build, so
新確認します
裏顔
not the most useful draws. There was a chance that could have been something.
役に立ちましたか
サポートが必要かね
Charge energy has retain by default, I believe, right?
慎重に
派手に運を試してみよう
準備できました広がれ慎重に元気が出ましたか
Okay, these two both have retain. Okay, so I get a good shot next turn.
力をためて行きます行きましょう
The thing is, I could proc that one thing if I were to get
裏顔もてかもう一度振ってみようか派手に行こうかねこんなのはどうだい
灯台の光で
There's like a way I could proc the passive of the equipment that I got with lift anchor, whatever it's called. Getting the name now. The one that puts it back in your hand from wherever it is.
こんなのはどうだい裏か表
行きましょうか。
Try to get a little bit of extra damage though.
派手に行こうかね裏か運命というべきかね
Yeah, if I do anchor pointer, use that to draw anchor shot, so now the anchor shot deals 50% increased damage. This.
こんなのはどうだ
This.
振ってみようか
There.
派手に行こう
Not the most damage that could have done, but pretty close to it. I need 8 some of my cards that I'm fine with it eating.
裏か表もう一度振ってみようか
I still don't have that one card from Cassius that it gets a decreased cost from completing quests. That would be the best thing I could get. I mean, this is whatever. It at least completes all the equipment I can hook to Cassius for now.
裏かをこん
These enemies are kind of annoying, but they're not too scary, at least.
慎重力になってみせます。元気が出ましたか。
派手に助立ち
確認します。
裏かをもう一度振ってみようか
Okay, I mean, surely this shuffle has to be pretty big. And actually, somehow found like every low cost card I had left in the deck.
こんなのはどうだい派手に運命というべきかね
Honestly, give me the lift anchor back.
力を貯めて貯めて行きましょうか。
And maybe put it like that first. Because playing those would give me a little bit of extra damage on the anchor shot. Not the end of the world. Some damage reduction. Let's try to take out this enemy for now. Wait for 1 hour. I wonder if that's just like a Korean thing, because I know that that happens in League in Korea. It'll tell you whenever you've been playing for a long time and to not play games for a long time. Get anchor shot and it dies for... I guess I can do power anchor, but I have to do eco skill. I just want to make sure. Okay, you didn't have to crit as well, but it works. I was gonna say, at least they can't miss. This does kind of feel like a game that could have had like an accuracy system in it. A little bit. I could technically play that, but I'd like to save it.
準備でき広がれ
Might as well just try to deal the most damage I can and heal as much as well.
行きます守ってあげますね力をためてためて行きますいつでも OK です
Maybe this can drop something to buff.
役に立ちましたか高速違反ですよ手伝います艦長防御しよう準備でき確認します
Oh yeah, I forget that that has combo, so you can just play it on the map. That.
いつでも OK 全力で頑張りますチャージ完了これからお仕置きですよ行きましょう皆さんお静かに
Yeah, I know that the bleed would cause some extra damage. I'm just trying to get rid of those.
元気が出ましたかいつでも OK 高速違反ですよ
This deck's not really good at cycling Anchor Shot, so I'm only able to get a few stacks, but it is very good at making the enemy not exist, so it kind of makes up for it. Okay, what is this Yuki card? I guess I can give this to Cassius, but... I mean, some AoE damage isn't bad. Cassius's Ego Skill, by the way, just gives you some quest cards, which are the cards that you get from completing the quest. Which is not bad, but it's not something that is super broken or anything. So yeah, I think even though I'm playing that with 0 EP, I think that still counts as a 2-cost card, so it has the enhanced crit rates. I mean, I can get that to 0 cost. Morale would probably be best there, actually. Just because if I'm playing it at 0 cost, that means I don't have any other cards in my hand, so there's not really anything to benefit from the morale boost. That would be pretty good on Yuki. So I think this means that I get plus 70% attack card damage for each card in hand. It's kind of worded in its range. I don't really mind this version though because it thins the deck some, and I kind of have issues with cycling currency, or cycling Anchor Shot in the deck at the moment, so that can help. And then I kind of like to remove this from Mika, so then the deck. Either that one or this one. Cassius. Honestly, just remove this from Cassius. The Mika one can inflate be useful. I don't hate this card on Haru, but I feel like it needs an upgrade. Like an Epiphany to really work. Makes it where you're a bit harder to kill. That's fine. That's all I'm really gonna be able to do. Okay, it looks like Mika's probably gonna have a mental breakdown in this fight, but that should be fine because it's gonna give a reduced cost Mika Ego skill. Although I don't have one lined up already, unfortunately. Not my primary damaging ability. I'm gonna go ahead and use Cassius's ego skill because it's kinda not great and I wanna get Ego's set up in position. Okay, there will be an Epiphany that gets triggered here, which I guess comes from Cassius. Oh, it's that one card that I don't have yet that upgrades the ego. Or upgrades the... Or the upgrade cards allow you to reduce the cost of it, that's how it works. Brain just dying. Get a little bit of healing. This. Actually, kind of a not bad time to get Anchor Shot after that morale boost and everything, you know? No cards to draw, but that gives me enough EP to play that with the morale boost as well. But yeah, the Joker card, pretty good for Anchor Shots because I can get it from the draw or discard pile. Pretty useful. Yeah, it's not going to do an attack this turn, but I believe this turn it will do an attack, yeah, so I want to use R1 here. There's not going to be a way to play this for free, so I'm just going to go ahead and take that. No. Actually, there might have been a way. HP is full, so just need to take out damage. 26. 40-32 versus 40-47. That's why you don't get rid of the Mika card. Sometimes it can have some value. Honestly, getting this at 6 is not bad. I guess I should have done that first. Not the most efficient way of playing these cards. Mental breakdown? Need to go ahead and get this out of the way. I'm actually gonna use Cassie's... No, I'll use it to get anchor shot. I'm gonna say, I'll use it to get the card back for a mental breakdown, but honestly... I'm gonna say, there's a non-zero chance I can just one-shot the boss from here. Getting to copy anchor shot's not bad. I do like this. Yeah, not great stuff there. Yeah, not too surprised this team would be able to clear a little bit easier than the Yuki one, as definitely the best team I can run. I think Barrel might be a little bit better than Cassius, but honestly I don't know, because Cassius is just kind of busted. One random forbidden ornament. Interesting. Let's see, I do actually kind of like this Haru setup. I think the Cassius one wasn't too bad. The Mika setup is not my best work, but best I can do with what I got. Do get at least one more full attempt at Yuki. I like getting the more defensive options first and then going for other stuff after. Just to kind of make future runs a little bit easier if I can. Oh yeah, all these free stuff, so I guess I can buy them back, huh? Well, they are kind of expensive. Yeah, I did want to try to get another copy of Yuki just because Yuki's Manifest Ego 1 is really good. Removing that debuff from Iceberg. Wait, it's still going to be possible to get another copy of Yuki because she's going to the standard banner after her current run ends, so it's kind of whatever. Same thing happened with Haru. So I do want to try to get all the way to 26 Haru eventually, but for now, it's not bad. But yeah, see, this setup here is really good at cycling anchor shots, but kinda everything else about this is not great. I used to use this one a lot. Increased damage amount of anchor shots. Get a free charge energy was not bad. Yeah, main thing is just all those are not great. I feel like this has pretty good ways of stacking anchor shots, especially now that I have 2 anchor shots. I guess it would probably be a lot better. I feel like this power charge was actually really good. I'm kind of surprised at how effective it was. And then this is just really good on any attack character. Or just damage dealer in general, I guess. So, yeah, and then it also generates AP back. Yeah, this one has a free double dice. Has way better equipment. Yeah, I think I'll just go with this. Initiation on the thing is nice as well. Even though being able to choose the quest isn't bad. I think this one's not too bad either, but yeah, I still need to do all these, but these last tasks are I believe this is like the final one of the growth guide. These ones take a while to do. And then still need to reach level 60, which I'm getting closer, but still a while away. I do have some extra energy, but I think I will end things for now because I still need to go record a video for the day, for tomorrow, to upload and stuff. And I also need to try to get a YouTube short, but I did do most of the weeklies. I skipped the HSR one, and then I technically have the bosses to do in this game, but yeah, I should be able to do them pretty quickly with this new Haru setup and everything. I need to level up my Harus. Or not even level up, but just actually like improve my Haru build, because I kind of was working on Yuki for quite a while and got her to a pretty good spot. So now I need to go back and improve my Haru build, because I can definitely get a lot more crit chance and stuff. But yeah, that is where I will end things for now. So I guess I'll see everyone in the next one. I have to go over here.